What's up, everybody? This here is the puzzle of the day. The answer is to take that rook, because after the rook takes, we have a skewer, and then we pick up the rook. Stay tuned. That'll be a future video. Let's get warmed up by a puzzle rush. All right, here we have a back rank checkmate. After the queen goes to the back, we take the queen for a mate. So we back it up and take that queen. This looks like a free queen, so we'll take it. This looks like a free rook, so we'll take it. Free pawn with mate. Okay, what do we have here? We have a fork. The king would be under attack, and then we pick up the queen. This looks like a checkmate. It's protected by the bishop, and the king will have nowhere to go. This is also a checkmate. It's protected by that knight, so we take. This looks like a mate in 3. First, we take that pawn. It's protected by the rook. The king will have to go to the corner. Then we go up, rook takes, and then we slide the rook all the way up for mate. So let's do that. Boom, boom, and boom. This looks like a checkmate. The king can't go here because of the rook, and the queen and bishop are stopping the king from going anywhere else. Okay, I'm in check right now. I think to go here and here, and then it's not possible for white to stop that. Boom. I'm thinking to go here. The king will move 1 square, and then I go here, rook takes, and then rook takes, and then that will be checkmate. Just like that. Very nice. All right, what do we have here? I do have a check, and the king will have to move away, and then I could take the rook, but do I have anything better? Could I potentially take the rook, and then after king takes? I don't really see a good follow-up to that. So I think I will go with this. I think that has to be it. Yep. All right. Here, I think we go check. King moves, check. King moves back, and then I bring my queen in for the mate. Check. King moves, and then mate to follow. This here looks promising. This check. The king has to come here, and then this will be checkmate. So let's give a mate right here. Okay, sorry about that. Had something pop up on my phone. All right, we've done 14, and now we're on puzzle number 15. This looks like a free queen. If the rook takes at the end, this pawn is faster than these 2 pawns. So I think that's the approach we'll take. Here, pick up the queen. Here, we actually had another rook, but even if not for that, we would have been able to push our pawns. So I could take this rook here, because if bishop takes queen, check, rook takes, and then rook here, and this bishop is guarding that. So I think we're good to take that rook, because we get a bishop out of that. All right, this is a check, that's a check, and then this is a check we're thinking of. And I think this check is the best because it's also checkmate, because the rook is also protecting that. So checkmate over there. Okay. White to move here. I think this is really good for me because black's king is very open. So I'm thinking of starting with rook g1 check. If the king were to move to the corner, I could then take here with check, and that would actually be checkmate. So if here, I guess queen takes is the only move, but then rook takes king here, and then this is mate. So let's do it. Here we take with mate to follow. I think this is just checkmate because everything else is blocked and protected. The knight's protecting that square, pawn's protecting that square. This is checkmate. There we go. Okay, what do we have now? Let's see. I could take the pawn, but I don't think a puzzle is going to be for a pawn. There has to be more to this position. I can just sense it. I mean, it's possible that that's it. Just come here, queen takes, and then knight takes. But I'm already down a piece, so I'm not really convinced about that. But could I move my queen anywhere else? What's up, Bemba Gaming? What's up, Prenash? Or Preansh? How you guys doing? I think we have to take the pawn. I really don't see a better move. So let's take it. Take back. My knight's hit. How is this really a tactic? It's just playing only moves. I guess I'm up the exchange. That's what it is. I would just move the knight back. Yeah. My day was pretty good. Just a random kid. How was yours? Just playing some chess, doing some puzzles, and playing viewers. I think this is just a checkmate, protected by the bishop. There we go. This is a nice checkmate. The bishop guards this, and the rook guards that, and those are all of the squares the king could go to. You had a math exam today? How did that one go? Hopefully you did all right. If we take, is this pawn fast enough for this king? I eat 948 bushes. Welcome to my stream. Thanks for joining. All right, let me think about this. If I take the queen and pawn takes and I push, can the king stop me? If king comes here, I push. King comes here, I get a queen. So I think we just take the queen and then push. Push, 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 push. There we go. All right, what is going on here? The bishop is on a weird square. I could just take it, but there has to be something better. I'm thinking queen over here. And then how exactly does white stop me from checkmating either here or... Well, to stop me from checkmating here, the rook has to go here, but then this is mate. And there are honor checks that white can do. 1A, it's A1, but A1 is over here. I don't know what you mean. What rating am I? I'm about 1900 on chess.com. What rating are you? And you're sick? Yeah, I'm a little under the weather too. My throat hurts and a bit congested, but what are you going to do? That's life. I think this is the answer. We come here and take the free queen, sure. Okay. What is this? We can pick up a rook. If the king goes down, we win the rook. Anything better? I don't think so. So let's just do it. We'll go here and pick up the rook. And then come here. All right, we have two people in the queue. Very nice. I'm thinking to slide the rook over here for a check. If the king has to go over here. And then maybe this for the checkmate. Yep, rook here is a check. The king must come here. And then this way is a check because the rook would be protecting that. So this and then that. Excellent. In this position, we're going to sacrifice our queen, I think. Because after knight takes, this bishop check is very powerful. Because when the king goes over here, this is checkmate. When are you going to do the viewer games? Immediately after I finish this puzzle rush. So I have to lose three puzzles, and then we'll jump into the viewer games. Go here, here, and mate. Very nice. That's how we do it. All right. What is going on here? I'm very close to checkmating black. Could I potentially do a sacrifice like this? If the king goes down, this is mate. So rook has to take. I'm not super convinced by that. What if I sacrifice the rook that way? The king has to take, and then I slide my queen up for mate. I think that's it. Boom. Checkmate. Rook h7. I don't recall if that was... Yep, rook h7. You got it, Vondo. Good stuff. Could I sack the queen here? After rook takes, I move my rook up. The rook has to block, and then I take that rook for checkmate. So let's do it. Very nice. That looks like a free knight, but this knight is pinned right now. So it's not really a free knight. Feels bad, men. Could I lure the queen away from that pin? By means of like before, queen over here and rook b1. The queen can just go back to that square and keep the pin. So this one is tough. This one's not so simple. I could break the pin, but that's not really a tactic. I have to look for something stronger. Sack bishop is what... Ooh. Not really a sack, but it's in the same spirit. This check is devastating. Bishop b5. Yeah, I like bishop b5. Chess cut. You have the same mindset as me. Where are you from? I'm from New York originally. I'm going to move my bishop over here. But now the question is, do I take that bishop or do I have something better? I think I do take, because after king takes, I have queen g4 check, and then I pick up the knight. So let's do it. We pick that up. Very nice. That was a fun puzzle. All right, 30 down. 30 down. Let's see how far we can get. This looks like a free bishop. Free bishop, so we take it. Ever faced hair fall? No, I haven't. I don't know who that is. All right, I'm going to take the free bishop. Now that's a move that's a little bit annoying, because if I move my knight, my queen falls. So I need to be careful of what to do. It's probably something I should have thought about before I took. But there's definitely a solution. That's hair loss. No, I never had any hair loss. Maybe I can lure my queen to a place where I can checkmate him in the corner? Probably not. Queen d3 is the suggestion. Queen d3. Ooh, beautiful, Vondo. Very, very good. If the pawn takes the knight, I take the queen. And if the queen takes mine, I recapture it with my knight. That is beautiful. Very nice. This looks like a free bishop, but I think I have something better, which is just a checkmate over there. So there's this check, and there's also this check to think about. And this check to think about. I think it's going to be either this or this. I'm leaning towards this. No, maybe I'm leaning towards... Hard to say. I think I've narrowed down to these two options. Let's say here. I think this is more promising because the king has to come here. And then I slide my queen down. Check. King has to come here. And then I slide my queen over here, and this would actually be mate. So, okay. Queen f8. Check. King e5. Queen f4. King d5. Queen d4 is checkmate. Very nice. That's a good puzzle. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay, this looks like a check that I could just do. That to me seems like a bit of a no-brainer. I don't see any other checks in this position. Maybe a weird sacrifice like this, king takes here, but no, that's stupid. It has to be this check. If this check, the king can come here or the king can come there. If I give a check and the king goes here, then this is mate. And if the king goes here, that's mate, I think. So let's start with this. How do we want to do this? I think now we take with the discovery. No, we go here with the discovery, because otherwise the rook would be able to take my bishop. Let's go here. And we pick up the rook with the mate. Very nice. Okay. It is black to play. We're pinned right now, so the rook can't go very far. I could take the rook, and after king takes, we push. And if king goes up, we put our king up. And then this is a red carpet for this pawn to become a queen. So let's do it. Here, we push, we protect, and now this whole area is protected to get a queen. All right, I think here we take. After king takes, we go here. King over here, here. King over here, we go up. King over here, we go here. And this is a winning king and pawn endgame. So we take the rook, and we go in for the kill. There we go. All right, 36 down. Let's see how far we can get. White to play. Could we not just push and get a queen? Is it not that simple? Seems to be. Let's go here. Yep, that was correct. It was that simple. My rook is in danger of being attacked. So, what to do? Maybe this? There has to be something stronger in this position. I don't think so. So let's just take. I'm a little bit concerned about the rook coming here. But, I mean, yeah, that's actually a valid concern. If I go here and then rook here check, if I move my king down, this is just mate. So if I move my king here, I don't know. Let's just do this. I'm wrong. I should have been more concerned. Whatever. You guys want to play me anyway. Let's go here with the knight. Now I have some discoveries. Let's go this way. It's a double check. Then we have this and this and this for the mate. Okay. What is this? Do we have a pin? Like that? Or do we have a check? I think the check looks nicer. I'm going to do the check. And then we have this. There we go. We have a fork. No, we don't almost. I was going to play knight here, but then rook takes. That would have been annoying. Could I play, I don't know, this check? Not so simple. What if I come here with the idea of coming here for mate? There are no checks that white can throw at me, so I think this is it. So we take the queen. I'm in check right now. I think I blocked the check with my bishop so that I could play queen here next. Nope. That's wrong. Let's go here. What? That was a free rook. I guess it doesn't work. All right, 40. I'll take that. All right, let's see who's up first. Who is up? Who is ready to play me? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is going to be... It's Zenith. Zenith, I don't think is here. I think maybe he was in the queue from last time. What time control are the viewer games? I'm thinking 3 minutes. 3 minutes is my opinion, but if you have a different opinion, I'm definitely open to your ideas. All right, I'm pretty sure Zenith isn't here, so we're gonna go next. All right, Leet 948 Bushes. What is your username in chess.com? Please put it in the chat. Yeah, you're next. You're up right now. Oh, Zenith, you're actually here. Okay, guys, Zenith was in the queue last night, but he didn't get to play. I had to end my stream a little bit earlier. So I'm going to play him and then lead 948 bushes. I think that's only fair because he was in the queue. It's only right. One game of Zenith and then the others. You sure, Zenith? You were in the queue. You even left a comment on my video. I felt bad. All right, Zenith, if you want to rejoin the queue, that's fine. I'm gonna play this new player. I eat 948 bushes. Your username isn't coming up when I do search. Let me try going to members and search this way. There you are. All right, 3-minute challenge sent. Good luck. Yeah, I did a copy and paste before, but it wasn't working. All right, here we go. We have a game. Let's start with pawn to e4. This guy is a 1489. No joke. This is a serious chess player. We have the 4 knights with pawn d4. Takes and takes. This is all known theory. But let's see how deep he knows. Classic mistake would be the castle here, because this would be a blunder. Blunder. I'm on the queen, and I'm also on the bishop. This game is lost right now. Serious blunder out of the opening. Now we're up a full bishop. Let's protect the pawn this way. And we'll go here. Hit that knight. When I play, I'm using Alt, so you can guess my elo too. I'm very low, though. That's okay. All right, let's take the knight and castle. We're up a piece, so we are chilling. Let's go here. Yeah, let's do it. This knight's on a juicy square. Threatening the queen, threatening this fork. Life is good. All right, it is time to activate my queen. Queen g4. If the queen moves off of this diagonal, this is going to be annoying because that pawn is pinned and I'd win the rook. Maybe I could think about playing like f4, f5 and try to attack in that way. You won't be available for your game? That's all right. No problem. Good night. Take care. Let's go here with the knight. Getting a little bit closer to the king. Also throwing a punch at that rook. All right. Rook goes over there. I think I'm going to go this way. Threaten a mate in 1. Okay, but now I could take it. That pawn is pinned, so we take it. Knights are very tricky. I think we take this pawn now, unless we have something better. I don't think so. Let's take here. This is fun. I would not want to be black in this position. This is a disaster. I would like to go maybe queen h5. Okay, he stops it. Let's play this move. Time for f4 to attack the rook. And then maybe later I can play queen h5 because the rook has to leave this row. Yep, the rook left that row. I think I have this now. I think that's a great move for me. But there's also this. Let's go here, see where he wants to go. Queen h5 check. Bring it on. Whoa, okay. Let's back up my knight. I'd love to come here. And there's also this check. There's also that check. There's a lot of checks here that I could potentially do. I think this is good. Let's do it. Indian? No, I'm not Indian. Coronavirus wants to touch you. Good night. I'm not Indian. Let's go here. We have potential discoveries. I'm not afraid of this check. I can just move. And I don't think... Okay, the queen takes, but I think this is a little bit too slow. Now the queen's out of play. I have this move. King has to go here. I have this check. King goes here. I have this check. And then I get my knight activated. Like such. My knight's about to enter the game. And then I think the rook has to sacrifice itself. Whoa. I wasn't expecting this move. I'm gonna play this. No, don't want to lose it. Let's go here. See what he wants to do. If king takes, I'm gonna slide my rook in. I think that's the plan. Yeah, let's slide the rook in. And we go here, and we pick up a piece. Hard to convert this. That's almost a free rook. Do I have a fork? I have a fork. Here we go. We pick that up. And let's just play it safe and trade. We are running a little bit short on time, but I think we got this in the bag, guys. There's no stopping this. We take back. Queen. This is going to be all over momentarily, guys. We go here. Let's go here. Check and mate. Wow, what a game. That was a lot of fun. All others are foreigner. Oh, you said black hair, English, Indian, and black hair, no English, Pakistani. No, not Pakistani either. Great game. You suck with no internet. Increment, yeah. Something you really have to get used to. Next we have... Let's see who we got. Emma Gaming said he can't play. So we're gonna go and skip. Usually play 3+2. That's a good increment. So you're not gonna flag right away. Zenith, you're up. Thanks for your patience. Let's get the game going. Sent you the challenge, just waiting on you to accept it. No pressure, Zenith. We're all waiting on you. Okay, here we go. We have a game. E4, best by test. Bring out the knight. The other knight. Are we going to get a 4 knights? No, we have this bishop thing, so I'm going to attack it, threaten to win the bishop pair, or black has to move again and I get an extra tempo. That's why I moved my knight. So if the bishop wants to move again, that's fine. I'll just move my bishop or whatever. But if he makes a move like this or whatever, I'll probably grab that. Yeah, I'm going to grab it. And just enjoy being up the tempo. Okay. Let's protect that pawn with my pawn. Now I'm threatening to take this one. He may protect that way. Yep. Let's go here. Now black has no dark squared bishop to break the pin, so it's a little bit more annoying. Counter pin. Interesting. But I have a light squared bishop to break it, so I'm fine. Probably I'm going to castle next. Okay, we move back. If this pawn really wants to move, it'll damage the king. All right, let's grab that. Now we have bishops versus knights. I think my bishops are better than the knights. This bishop is a little weak, but long term, it's a nice thing to have. So right now, black has committed castling kingside. So if he ever were to move that pawn, that's just going to hurt his kingside so much. Let's go ahead and play rook e1 because I do want to push and try to crack open the center. He's doing the same. I don't know if this really works because I think I have the move c3. Then after this knight moves somewhere, I can take, because there's a pin going on right now, so black would have to hurt my pawns. Let's go here first. I kind of want to see what black is going to do in this position. He might just move it, and then I take the pawn, and I win the pawn. Here first is also a possibility. Nope, he does this. Okay, I'm going to grab it. Now I'm just up a pawn. He's not going to take back. First of all, that would just straight up lose the knight. And also I'm opening things up. This is getting really good for me. I could protect the pawn this way, but I don't have to because the pin is still a thing right now and the bishop's also protecting it. What if I push the pawn? That opens up a hole for this. Oh, I think the knight is trapped. I think I can play pawn to b4 and then trap that knight. And then I win the knight. That's a very nice move that I found. Pawn to b4. There's literally nowhere for the knight to go. Pawn here, this pawn's protecting that, this pawn's protecting that. Okay, we take. And he blunders the queen. That's a free queen. Okay, let's take here. And here. Push. Hard to defend this one. That's a rook. And I win. Okay, Zenith, good game. I don't know if anyone is next. Let's see. If anyone wants to play, all you have to do is !join. Even if we'd already played. Thanks so much, Jason. That was a nice, clean conversion. But yeah, in this opening, no, I guess it was the other game I was thinking about. But yeah, this find here, b4, devastating. The knight's just trapped, and everything falls. Oh, you were next. Yes, Chesscut, you're up. Chesscut, what is your username in chess.com? Head for you, GN. Guys, one moment here. Okay. Head for you, GN. I don't know if there's supposed to be a space. Let's see here. Members. GN also means good night. Is this you? Is that you? Head for you. Might be. Let's get a game. Okay, cool. Challenge sent. You think you blunder a lot? You do. I blunder a lot too. 4 knights. Okay. I'm going to take that pawn. Now we take either black loses his castling rights or loses a pawn. Okay, he loses a pawn. We take that. Let's back it up and threaten this. Okay, the knight comes over here, so let's see. I guess we'll attack it, see where he wants to go. Let's take it. Damage his king a bit. Castle queenside. We'll move our king a little bit out of danger. It always starts okay in midway. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you make good opening moves and then you fall apart. I've noticed that as well. You need to not let your foot off the gas. Keep pressing and always have a plan. I think this works out. Because maybe rook here at the end. We will see. What to do now? Maybe this makes sense. Hit the bishop that way, threaten a fork. I'm threatening also to take the knight to remove the defender of that bishop. I'm also threatening a knight over here, giving a fork between the king and the bishop. This has to be great for me. See how black wants to do this. Okay, I think I'm going to take the knight and then pick up the bishop. Just like that. Removing the defender. Now there's nothing protecting that bishop, so I'm going to take it next. Not worried about my back rank or anything because this rook is protecting that one. Okay, let's grab it. If he wants to take my knight, that's fine. I'll just be up a full piece at the end of that. I should be able to wrap up this game pretty soon. An extra piece is massive. All right, I think we're going to trade down a little bit. Let's go here, and then maybe this. All right, he stops me from going there, but let's just go here, challenge that bishop. Where would that bishop like to go? Black is running out of time. This just doesn't work. This extra knight is deadly. Okay, that's a free pawn. We take those. We go back. Protect the pawn. We'll go here. That's a free pawn. Let's actually push it. Push it again. Now, there's nothing stopping me from getting a queen. Let's take the rook first. Get a queen. And there had been mate soon to follow. Okay, next who do we have? Next up, we have probably Zenith again. Zenith wants a rematch. Queue is empty. I actually always rewatch our game. The way you point out what we're doing wrong while playing has been really helpful. That's awesome. I'll continue to think out loud. No, you didn't play bad. You actually played pretty well, Chess Cut. I'll tell you exactly where you went wrong here. Normal opening. I think here, instead of playing pawn to d6, the capture is a better thing to do here. Pawn to d6 is okay, but after this, I take the queen, and then you have a decision to make. Either lose your castling rights by taking with the king, or you lose a central pawn. I think in this situation, you'd much rather take with the king, and then this way you don't blunder this pawn, and you keep the tension. With queens off the board, castling doesn't matter as much, and you could always potentially castle by hand if you were to ever I don't know, get your king down, your rook in, your king back. So it's really not the end of the world. You don't want to be down full pawn, which is what happened here. After knight takes, that blunders this pawn. And then this is a huge advantage for me. Kicking your knight into a really awkward square. And I just took it, damaged your pawn structure, and then slowly kept pushing for an advantage. And then this knight d5 move is incredibly strong, threatening so many things here. Remove the defender, pick up the bishop. Also this check, which is a fork. I'm also threatening this fork, picking up that bishop because it's protected by the rook. There's too many threats going on over here, and you just can't protect them all. And then I just trade material because I'm up on material. I'm up a full knight here, and then your position just collapses, and I'm going to get a queen. And then this would have been mate to follow very soon. Hopefully that helps. All right, Zenith, it's time for our rematch. Challenge sent. Here we go. I have the black pieces this time. Yeah, of course you can rejoin the queue. Just do !join. There you go. I don't mind rematches. All right, we have kind of a London system going on over here. I'm going to go this way and challenge that bishop. See where he wants to go. Okay, let's go over here and challenge that bishop right away. Still try to guess your actual elo. I don't know, it's really hard to say because we're only playing a 3-minute game, so you don't have that much time to think. I would say sub 1000. That's a free pawn. I can just take it, and the knight is protecting it, so you can't really recapture. You were not 400, 1000. Yeah, I'm going to say between, I don't know, 800 and 1000 is my guess. That's a free knight. 780 rapid. That's great. Yeah. It's around the ballpark of what I thought. So in this position, white has already blundered a piece. So now I'm just in a mode of trading things down. He's probably going to open up and threaten. This is going to be a nasty threat if bishop takes king here, and then all sorts of discoveries. But I'm just going to shut that down with this move. Pawn to g6, just shutting everything down. Maximum 816. If you take more time, you could definitely improve. So knight here adds another attacker to this pawn, but it does overlook one more thing. That it's just hanging. It's completely undefended. So I'm going to grab that with my queen. Nice idea, though. If it wasn't hanging, it would have been nice. Then I would have probably had to like push the pawn or something like that. But that knight is just hanging. Nothing defending it. Okay. Time to develop my pieces. Let's go with knight, looking at that pawn over there. Okay, he protects it. Very solid move. I guess let's go here. Reroute the knight a little bit. Maybe come here. White can't castle queenside. This can't be a good move because of that. This undefends that pawn. So we take. Now I'm threatening to take this as well. It's kind of a fork. Interesting. He takes this way. I don't think this can be very good for my opponent. Let's take here. And maybe bring in my knight or something like that. Yeah, let's bring in the knight. Threatening a fork. I so badly want to take, hoping king takes and then it's a fork. But the problem with that is after queen takes, I do have this fork. That would be kind of interesting to play. But I don't think it's necessary at this time. Let's just back up the queen. Now I'm threatening this. Wonder how white is going to approach this. He doesn't. Boom. The royal fork. Forking the two rooks and the queen. All right, that doesn't work because this comes with a check. So he must address the check and he doesn't have time to take my queen. Now we take. Bishop takes is logical here. Doesn't do it. Let's move our knight over here, hit the rook. Maybe slide our queen one square for a check. All right, we take this rook. And open things up for my rook and my bishop. All right, let's go here, hit that bishop, make room for rook e8. Now the bishop is no longer defending that. Rook e8 check. Bringing in all of my pieces. That's mate. Good game, Zenith. Does anyone? Oh, chess cut. You've signed up for a rematch. It's time for your game. Head for you. You are up. I'm going to send you a challenge. I'm going to give you a little bit more time because I know you like that increment. Sent you a challenge for 3 minutes with a 2-second increment. All right, d4, d5. Let's go. Knight comes out, our knight comes out. And we have a London system. Let's go ahead and challenge that bishop right away. Okay, the bishop moves a little bit. Let's castle. And let's come here with our bishop, with our knight. Maybe here, maybe here. All normal stuff. I would love to, at some point, play the move e5, which is what this defense is really all about. Making the move e5 and open things up. I think I'm going to do it now. I think it makes sense. Strike while the iron is hot. Yikes. I think this was a mistake on my part. But let's see what he does. Okay, I was worried he was going to take here first and damage my pawns. I'm going to go here. Threaten the rook. And also give me some time to regroup. Let's move my knight away. No doubling of my pawns today. Please review our next game. Yeah, absolutely. Oof, this is a double attack. He's on my bishop, he's on my pawn, and there's a bishop here. That is devastating, guys. I'm going to have to play down a full piece. How did I miss this? Very, very, very strong move by my opponent. What if I go here? H6. That could be something. Let's try it. H6. Doesn't work because if queen takes, and if I take here, then this is mate. What? Okay, I didn't take anything there. Which is actually surprising because I think that would have been a good move if he were to just take that bishop first. Now I think I'm safe after this. Because if he takes, I take this bishop and we have a trade. And then if he doesn't, I can maybe move my bishop back to safety and I'm all right. So I got very lucky there. I could have lost. Okay, but now this is just a trade. And I am out of the woods. I don't want the queen coming in here. I think what I'll do is hit the queen this way. Give my bishop some more breathing room too. Double up my rook. I think I'm escaping by the skin of my teeth. Let's back up this bishop. Threaten this, threaten that. Maybe double up over here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's go over here. This is strong. If the queen goes like here, then this is a fork, and I pick up the queen. Okay. He's being smart. What to do? I'm gonna take it. I'm eyeing down the queen. Okay. Takes. Jason says d4. It's a little bit too late for that. Let's just grab this guy. And we're gonna play this end game. I'm confident in my endgame skills. Let's go here, double up. We take this way, gotta keep this pawn guarded. This is kind of an equalish endgame, but I think if anyone's better, it's white. I don't know, hard to say. Maybe me, because White's busy defending. I'm going to bring in my king. Let's go in. Bring in the king. Okay, I think we go this way. If king here, we take the opposition. And that to follow. Might be a draw. But I might play here next, actually. Let's go do it. Let's play this and threaten that. So how do you stop everything? Maybe he has to move the rook over here. I would love it if I can get some protection over here and give a checkmate this way with a g-pawn. Okay, that does not defend very well. Let's go here, and then we take this pawn. And then we're going to be up a pawn in this endgame. What to do? That's a good move. If here, king takes, here, king here, I guess I can back up. We have to try. I need to be up a piece. A pawn, rather. Now this one could potentially be a passer. I'm also threatening to take this pawn. I'm going to do it, because if this pawn takes, I go here. That pawn is pinned right now. Okay. Guys, we're up 2 pawns, and these are connected passed pawns. So I'm going to try to use that to my advantage. I don't want the rook getting in my territory, so I'm using the king to stop that. All right. Need to stop the rook. Let's come here. I think we gotta go there. Check, but we move, and now we're gonna start pushing our pawns. Push. If check, I'll go here. Let's go here. We're going to just keep pushing. Let's go here and push, push, push. Okay, we'll go here. Now this rook is on a very awkward square. We give a check and pick up this pawn, I think. Yep, let's take it. I think we're winning this endgame. Let's go here. The rook has to move. Let's push. Passed pawns are supposed to be pushed, so you just push them. You don't need to think, just push. Bring in my king. This rook is becoming very passive. It was very active before, but now white has just completely lost the thread here. Now I'm going to push. Threaten this. I'm fine to lose this pawn because I go here and I'm up a million pawns. There's an outside passed pawn here. There's an outside passed pawn here. This is kind of all over. If he takes, I'm going to push. If he tries to come here, I'm going to push. And you can't stop both pawns in both directions. There's just too much coming at him. This game is over. We have resignation. Wow, what a game. I escaped that by the skin of my teeth. I was dead lost at some point. It was very scary. Yeah, like over here, I was just dead lost. So how was it? This was very good. This was a huge blunder because of this, and then that. That would have been a better move order. You would have achieved the same thing, but the attack would have been more direct. Now I have no escape because you'd either take that or give me mate. We have a series of inaccuracies and whatnot. Yeah, here you should have just took the bishop, and I can't take this one because you have mate. Thankfully, you don't see it, and you allow me to save the game with this move here. Now we just trade material, and I'm back in the game. And we have this wild rook and pawn endgame where it looks equal-ish until about here, where I start getting the initiative. I'm up a pawn here, and I exploit your pin. And now, me being up 2 pawns, these connected passers, it's all over. I'll just keep pushing them. Push, 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 push. You could even take the rest of my pawns, but I'm just rolling up the board. And now I'm fine to even lose that other pawn because this passer and this passer, they're just too much for you to stop with just your king. And this pawn is conveniently placed to stop you from coming forward. Good game. All right, next up, I believe we have Zenith, if he's still here. Zenith, I'm going to send a challenge to you right now. So I was just good in start because you blundered. Yep. But hey, that's chess. Someone's always going to blunder. You have to be aware of those blunders and capitalize on them. That's chess. I'm not perfect. I make blunders too. All right, here we go, Zenith. We start off with this grab. It is a horrible opening because your king side is just damaged in the beginning. It's not like I can refute it and just win on the spot. Here, this is promising because I can take a free pawn now. With the normal grab, like this pawn would be a little bit exposed, but because I've built up a pawn chain to defend that, this just looks to me that I'm up a pawn. Don't play the grab, guys. Not a good opening. All right, now this opens up the king side a little bit more, but we go here. Maybe it's preparing this pawn push. All right, let's take and go here. And we threaten that. Next game, you'll try to win for sure. Okay? That is fine with me. Now I'm going to... Oops, that knight's actually protected right now. But I'm going to make the king move. You really think I'm 780 now? You played a little bit better than 780 this game. This game, you've leveled up. Maybe 1300? Okay, this is the wrong square for the king to go to. Now there's no more bishop protecting that knight. So now we can safely take that knight. And let's just go back here with the queen. We're up a full piece now. Quite good. Let's trade. Stick to the fundamentals. When we're up on material, go for trades. You don't think 1300? I think so. In that specific game, he played really well. Let's go here. We'll get another trade. We will chop off that bishop. Now it's 2 knights against 1. Let's castle queenside. I have beaten like 1300 my brother 4 times. I've beaten 2200 bot. I don't know why I can't get my elo up. I just blundered too much. Okay, you answered your own question. You answered your own question of why you can't get your elo up. It's because you blunder too much. So just stop blundering, and then you'll get your elo up. You make good strategic moves, and like tactically, you're sharp, but you blunder. You put pieces on squares where I can just take. And you leave things undefended. But keep practicing, slow down, and focus on not blundering. That's my best advice. You can't get better. You can be a brilliant, you memorize all of the openings, tactics. You could be so sharp, but if you blunder, it doesn't matter. None of it matters if you hang pieces. Like I have 8 minutes in time. I have queen on right and just forgot. Yep, it happens. Let's go here and shut out the king from coming here. This knight is a monster on e4. It's like the perfect spot for that knight right now. Now I just want to centralize my king and get the rook involved. Let's go here and then here, bring up the pawn. This is pretty good for me. There's really not any sort of plan that white could do. Everything is just completely locked up. Let's go here. King is almost close to being checkmated, but there is an escape square here, and I don't really have an easy way of closing it up. Unless if maybe I go here. Too late now. That would have been interesting to go here with this mate threat. Let's see. I guess I'll open things up this way. Pawn takes. Let's take here, and now this gives me an opening on this C file. Okay, let's come here and infiltrate. Double up. Okay, let's back my king up one square. That is a free rook. Maybe you meant to take my rook. That is an unfortunate mouse slip. Because I don't think he intended to go there. We're just going to double up and play this. I think I have something up my sleeve. Let's start with this. And do I have something? I think I have something. Here, this is a big threat. It would have been impossible for him to stop that. This is a nasty threat. Look over here. This mate. This pawn blocks that. All right, Zenith, you asked for me to review this game. I'm going to start with move number 1, the grab. The engine says you're already at a -1 after d5. I would just start learning a serious opening. I wouldn't play this nonsense. You're just okay with me giving the advantage. And here you're just blundering that pawn that you moved on move 1. Opening your king side is never a good idea. Here in this position, you had to play king f1 so that your bishop still supports that. But moving your king here just blunders the knight, and then it's pretty much game over at this point. Because after this point, I'm up a full piece, I'm up a full pawn. It's just a matter of trading material. So I just go back, more trades. Why would you give up your queen in this position? I would keep it. When you're down on material, do not voluntarily go for trades. But yeah, we just play like normal. We trade more pieces. Like here, like you allowed so many trades. This knight move was so unnecessary. I grab it, and now look, I'm left with the knight. And this knight turns out to be a real monster. Just taking advantage of that hole on e4. And then I just bring in my king and just wrap things up. Yeah, it would have been mate soon to follow. But I think your biggest mistake was playing that weird move 1 opening, g4. This is where you went wrong. All right, I think... Hey, we have Arabsky here. What's up, Arabsky? Chess cut, you're up. Here we go. What's good, Arabsky? We have a Scandinavian. This is, I think, the first Scandinavian of the stream. Check. Let's block with the bishop. And develop. And then probably castle next. Yeah, let's castle next. What's your time? What's your time zone, Corey? UTC plus, and what time do you usually start? I'm in UTC plus 4, so now it's quite late for me before work. Next time I'll try to catch you earlier and get in queue early. Back in 19, I am in Florida. I'm on the Eastern time zone. And I don't really have a set time of when I stream. It's kind of whenever I'm available, whenever I feel like it. I know they say the best practice is to have some sort of schedule, but I don't. Have a good night, Zenith. What's up, Ali Shoab? I am 2400 elo. How do I play against you? Wow. 24 elo. Oh my goodness. I would love to play you. That sounds like a lot of fun. Ali, what is your chess.com username? I think for the sake of entertainment, I will let you cut the line and be first, as long as you subscribe to my channel. So just, Ali, if you put in your username in chess.com, you're next. I believe him. There's 2,400 people out there. What's not to believe? It's not every day I get to play at 2,400. All right, let's go here. Bring out the queen. What's up, Quest verse? What's odd? The fact that it's a 2,400 in the chat, or the fact that I'm letting him skip the line and get into first position? Let's go here. I mean, it is kind of odd that that's the very first thing that he says. Not hi or anything like that. Just, hey, I'm 2,400. Let's play. All right. This queen is like almost in a tough spot. You just realize your battery's low, so go charge it. Yeah, play the 2,400. That's what I would do if he wants to play. I'm going to tickle the queen a little bit. Give the queen a tickle. Where's this queen going? This queen's on a super awkward spot right now. 2,400 in the chat, guys. His name is Ali. I think I have a fork. Attacking the queen, attacking the bishop, and my bishop is also aiding in this attack. All right, I think here I'm going to take something. Let's take the bishop. I'm just bullying my opponent here. It's his doing. He put his queen on a weird square. That's why I don't like the Scandinavian. You start off in the Scandinavian, bringing your queen out in the open, and then I can start attacking it. Oh man, this is begging for this queen to get trapped. What is going on here? What if I go here, sacrifice this pawn, right? He has to take it. And then I think this is very close to trapping that queen. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it just for the memes. Could I play this actually? Queen has this square though. It's a little bit annoying. I don't want him to escape. What about this? Queen could go here. But then I could potentially do a discovery. I want to think this through, but it's challenging. I don't see an easy way to trap the queen. There's also I could take it, but where's the fun in that? Let's start with this. I think we got to start with that. Queen has to come here. I think I will take. I think that makes a lot of logical sense. Or I could take with the knight. What to do? What's the max amount of time for each game? I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. Lebogang Koloko, very handsome guy playing chess. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh god, I have 20 seconds. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose on time, guys. This isn't very good for me. I shouldn't have gotten to these weird, like, complicated positions. But whatever. Maybe I can make some magic happen. Oh no. Let's go here. And then maybe slide the rook down or something like that. I think I can flank my opponent if I just focus on playing fast. Okay, we'll go here and take. Okay, we go here. Go here. Push. Okay. Yeah, let's push. There. Okay, here. Hit the queen. Take the queen. Free queen. Let's go. Back it up. We take. We go here next. We have resignation. Wow. Guys, that was a little crazy at the end. The max amount of time for each game, I don't know. I would say like 5 minutes. If you want to play a 5-minute game and there's not like a crazy queue going on, that's fine with me, but usually 3 minutes is what I would play. Mr. Ali, are you still here? Or did your battery die? If Ali puts his chess.com username, I'll skip the queue and play him just because he's 2400 and I'm definitely up for a challenge. But otherwise, I'm going to start with Not So Magic School Bus. Not So Magic School Bus, do you want to throw in your chess.com username in the chat? We'll get a game. I know I can just do fast move, but I don't want to win by time. I want to win by checkmate. Bro, you were not winning by time there. You were about to flag. You had 0.8 seconds. I was going to flag you. Arabs. Oh, for a second, I thought you were Lee. Arabsky or 100 rating. That's okay. Can I play white? Sure. What's your chess.com username? You can play white. Not a problem. Waiting on your chess.com username, Mr. Not So Magic School Bus. Keegan8D. All right. Thanks for sharing that. Let's go here. Players. All players. Keegan8D. Found you. From the great country of Canada. We are friends already. Yep. Look my 3 move before I think I have just more equal time. This stream is not delayed anymore. Yeah, I figured out what was going on. It was an OBS setting. When I do the stream, there's a setting for latency. Before, it was a normal latency, so it didn't really help. I did see that there was an option for ultra low latency, so I chose that one, and then I guess that fixed the issue. Arabsky, it's exclamation mark join. It's not next. Only I can do next to move the queue along. But if you want to join it, you have to do join. All right, the queen is moving around a whole bunch of times. Let's go here. We're just developing our pieces like a normal chess cut. It's definitely my last game, 5 minutes. Okay. I think this is a free pawn because at the end of this, I get a pawn. My queen is in a nice spot to take it. And white can't castle right now. Perks of playing normal moves. And not flying around the queen like a wild person. This person moved the queen 3 times in the opening. Alright, this hits the queen. Obviously, I don't want to lose my queen, so we're going to protect it. Let's just go all the way back like that. Quest first says you're second. It's whatever the whatever it tells you it is. Looks like Arabsky is next. All right, we'll go here and castle next. I'm up a full piece, guys, just like that. Sometimes when you play chess, you really don't have to play any sort of wild moves. Just take free pieces and don't give up your pieces for free. I would love to set something up where I kick the knight away and then go here and then go here and checkmate over here. That would be pretty funny. It's so funny. I think let's just go here with this battery. It's not going to be a checkmate because the king would be able to escape. But I mean, I would get this pawn. I would get this pawn. Of course. Oh, guys, let's do it for the memes. We go here. We go up. and we collect that pawn. Nothing better to do here, so let's just collect that pawn. All right, let's castle. Kingside safety is very important. Maybe I have pawn to b5, kicking away the queen. And then that'll let me take this pawn, because how is white going to defend? Vardit, Rafi, if you want to play, you need to subscribe to my channel and then do exclamation mark join, no space. I see you just put a space in your chat. This is a fork. Just make sure you're subscribed and do exclamation mark join, no space. And then when it's your turn to play, we'll play. That is a free queen, guys. We take it. He doesn't take back. Instead, challenges this. I do have a creative move. I'm going to sacrifice my queen because I'm going to win the rook at the end of the line. And now I'm just up so much more material. I have knight, a bishop, a knight. He just has a knight and bishop, not even counting my rooks. And I'm up a bunch of pawns. So this is just a simple conversion now. We'll go here, trade up some more pieces. Life is good. Trade, trade, trade. Not a whole lot that my opponent can do. Okay, this is a counterattack. But actually, I'm willing to give this up. Okay, it doesn't take. Doesn't bite. Because that was literally his last piece. And it's definitely not weakened like it's Thursday for me. Yeah. High quest first. All right, time to bring my knight back. Let's go here. Maybe here next. Let's go here. See if he knows en passant. Nope, my opponent doesn't know en passant. We'll go here. Check. Now we trade that last bishop. Beautiful for me. We'll go here. Check. We'll take this pawn. I don't want a stalemate. That would be a little bit annoying. I don't think we'll have a stalemate, guys. Go here and then mate. There we go. Nice checkmate. Good game, Keegan. All right, let's see who we got next. When I play bullet, I always lose on time because I just blink out. The key to playing bullet is to play a lot of bullet so you don't blink out. Arabsky, you're up. Do you have your chess.com username? Did you ever put it? Waiting on your chess.com username, Arabsky. Go ahead and put it in the chat so we can get a game. Yeah, let's go. You're up. What is your username? What's your position? So you could do exclamation mark list. It'll give you a link, and then you could just use that anytime. Just do exclamation mark list. Notorious Seeker. Oh, we have a daily game going on. Or correspondence, however you want to say it. I think it's my turn on that. Okay. If I click your name here, challenge, 3-minute, challenge sent. All right, challenge sent. Waiting on you to accept it, Mr. Notorious Seeker. Any luck? Did you get my challenge? Mr. Notorious. Did Nightbot got not? So the Nightbot got 2 lists, like 3 lists at the same time. I don't think it reacts very well when 2 people have a command at the same time. I think it just picks one to answer. And then if you want to just like wait a little bit, you could do another command and it'll go. But like sometimes I try to do next in the queue, but someone joined it at the same time. It answers his join, but not my next. It's a little annoying, but it's whatever. I just wait a few seconds and then move on. Mr. Arabsky. What is going on here? Where's our game? Okay, I will challenge you again. We literally have a game going on right now. This is the position in our daily game. I think here I'm gonna play like that, d4. If anyone wants to challenge me to a daily game, I'm definitely open to it. All right, challenge sent. This will be my last attempt. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to move on. You're gonna put the list in chat, okay? Please do. Mr. Arabsky, what is going on with you? Are you here? Come on, let's get a game. Maybe I need to do it from here. Notorious Seeker. I think it's, yeah, this is you. Pretty sure. Challenge. The invite is delayed. Bro, I sent you an invite like 10 minutes ago. We're all waiting for you. If you want to try challenging me, we could do that too. Just send me a challenge. Yeah, there's really a shorter delay this time, I'm realizing. It was kind of annoying before. Okay, here we go. Finally, we get our game. All right, Mr. Notorious Seeker. Good luck. Here we go. Gotta make your first move in 10 seconds. All right, let's play Sicilian defense. Bring out the knight. And we have a Rossalimo. Let's go g6. See what he wants to do. Takes. Let's take back here with this pawn. Bring out the bishop. And maybe queen to c7. Like that. Good luck to you, Mr. Arabsky. From the great country of Argentina. Bringing out our pieces. Gonna castle next. Is he a streamer? I don't know if Notorious Seeker is a streamer or not. That's a good question. I'm gonna go here. White doesn't have a light squared bishop anymore to block this pin. So this pin is super annoying for white. All right, the bishop is attacking my queen. Let's just move my queen a little bit over here, targeting this pawn. If knight here, I'll probably play like queen before. No, but then we have pawn to c3 and then the queen defends that knight. Okay, doesn't do it. Let's see. What about this move here? Now I'm on this, but more importantly, I'm on that bishop. Okay, attacking me like this. Let's go ahead and defend. Now I'm punching the knight and I'm punching the bishop. What do you do? How do you deal with both at the same time? I would love to take that bishop and open up the pawn. And then the king side is open. Okay, This is an interesting move because it hits the queen, and it's defended by the knight and the bishop, but that undefends this knight. This knight is not protected right now, so we take that. He's playing good. I think it's not his main account too. It's possible. He's playing definitely above a 400. But I don't know. He just blundered a piece. So I'm not sure. That is a free piece. The knight is hanging 2 right now. Okay, my queen is hit. I do want to move my queen out of the way. Let's move my queen here. Challenge the queen a little bit. Because I'm fine with trades. Okay, we take. And that sort of helps my pawn structure-ish. Not really, but I mean, I'm up material, so I'm good. Now I'm threatening to take that knight for free. I'm also threatening this bishop. Okay, I think here it makes sense for me to grab that bishop. Maybe castle? Queenside? I think that's very logical after this pawn takes. Let's do it. Queenside castle. It's never too late to castle. Now let's move the bishop to safety. Let's go all the way down here. As far down as we can go. All right, let's take. Now this is going to be opened for the king. This will be very fun. This knight is on a very awkward square. Let's go here and then start attacking the king with the rook. Maybe go here and double up. Okay, that is a free knight, so we take that. And that's a free rook, so we take that as well. This is a pin. And we're going to go check. Get the king a little bit more active. Let's give a check. Oh boy, should I? Yeah, I guess I gotta go here. Check. How do I finish him off? Let's see. Let's go here and then slide this rook down for mate. There we go. Good game, Notorious Seeker. You played really well in the beginning, but then, I don't know. It's like your brain just turned into mush during the mid-game. This was, yeah, this was weird. Just allowing me to take the knight. And we have this free knight, free rook. Yeah, not much to discuss. Okay, Arabsky, good game. Let's see who's next. Next we have, drum roll please. You didn't know what to do. Yeah, it's time pressure. It's tough. I don't make it easy for you to make plans. Questverse, you are up. What's your chess.com username? You got scared? You should never get scared. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Never get scared. There's no reason to get scared. Not even that good at chess. All right. Challenge coming up. All players maybe. Good luck. Mrinal or Marinal. Good luck. If you want to play, you can play me. I'm not seeing your name pop up. Maybe I'll do it for members. See if it works there. Not even that good at chess. There you are. I don't know why you weren't showing up before. Okay. Good luck, Quest. Beat that big boy. Yeah, beat me. See what you can do. Game review 1700 is crazy. Oh, you're referring to the chess.com rating that it gives you. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not the most accurate judgment. Mrinal, are you in the queue? I don't know if you joined it yet. You need to do exclamation mark join to join my queue. Guys, I blundered a pawn. After here, there's takes. That is annoying. Let's guess let's go here. Because I have this check. No, let's take here first. Yeah, if you guys both do join at the same time, which is what Vardit and Arabsky did, just try again like a few seconds later. Alright. We'll go here. Gambit that pawn. Get some activity in return. Okay, he doesn't see it, so that gives me some time to defend it with this knight. The queen could have grabbed that pawn for free. Oh, you are in queue, Vardit? Okay. Sounds good. If you want to check your position, just do ! list. And then you could just refresh that page from time to time to see where you're at. I'm in check. Let's uncheck. Defend. I think knight take was more logical to open bishop. Yeah, maybe. I like my position here. I have the one with better development and more central control. All of my pieces are out, and none of black's pieces are out. They're all sitting there on the back rank. Let's castle. Kingside safety is very important. Let's defend this pawn. It is an isolated queen's pawn, so it's a little bit of a double-edged position. I think we go here now, because I wouldn't mind getting rid of it. Let's go here. Offer a queen trade. We get the queen trade. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a spicy game, guys. My knight is under attack. Let's go over here. And then double up this way. Yep, we double up over here. Now this knight is nicely protected. Who's your favorite chess player? I have a few favorite chess players. I would say my favorite is Magnus Carlsen. He is the GOAT. I shouldn't have let this happen. I should have put my rook here so that I could potentially trap him. But all right, life goes on. And I'm down a pawn. This is scary. I guess let's try this. We are hitting the knight. The knight goes there. What to do? Let's sink in our knight over here. Get it active. Can't be a bad thing to get it active. Among Indians, gotta go with Gukesh, the world champion. But maybe Vishwanathan Anand. Hard to say. Knight's undefended now. The rook's no longer protecting it. So I need to go here. And I have a trick up my sleeve. But it doesn't quite work because this knight is here to defend everything. Very nice. Exposing the rook. Let's go here. We'll try to defend this way. Guys, I have 45 seconds. What about Prague? Prague is good. Prague is a legend. Okay, I'm going to take it. Give my king some breathing room. Very tough position I'm in. Okay, let's go here. Guys, I only have 20 seconds left. This is scary. Okay, let's go here. And this looks interesting. Let's go do it. We have to take. We have 21 seconds, but I think I can flag my opponent. We'll come here. This is a huge blunder because of that. Actually, uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I am in trouble. I need to try to flag my opponent. That's my only way out at this point. This is going to be tough. Am I just lost? Probably. With 8 seconds. What to do? Guys, I'm going to lose. Unless if I can flag my opponent, which I think I might be able to do. I might be able to get him. Yes, we get the flag. We don't lose. Let's go. We win. Oh my god, I did not deserve to win this game. I got my butt kicked. Holy smokes. This time thing is so unfair. It is not unfair. It's fair. It's fair because we both have the same time. It would be unfair if I had 5 minutes and the opponent had 3, but we both had the same time. Good job using the game review guy says, good job using the clock as a weapon and keeping the pressure on the opponent. The clock is definitely a weapon. Wow, what a game. I was just busted. I'm just hopelessly lost here. Got these pawns. I'm just lost. I just was able to flag with my speed. Okay, let's see who's next. Alright guys, I'm going to have to close the queue at this point, so Questverse, it's like a 50-50 if you're in. We will see. Next up is chess cut. 5 minutes. Sure. Yeah, guys, if you're in, you're in. I just can't stream forever. I'm only a human. Chess cut, remind me what your username was? I can actually look at my game history. Head for you, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, guys, if you're in, you're in. I'm just not accepting new challengers from this point on. All right, normal opening. Yep, you guys were in. In this position, we have a sacrifice. It's not really a sacrifice because we get the piece back right away with the fork. Okay, queen takes. Sometimes the knight will come here to hit the queen, and then we actually win this pawn. And that's exactly what happened. And now my queen is looking at the rook. This is very good. Here I'm going to take the queen and just enjoy that extra material. Protect the pawn. How old am I? I am 27. Let's go here with this pin. And castle. Castling is definitely good here. I think this is a mistake because of this move here. And it's hard for black to stop this. And there's a pin. Yeah, this is a tough spot for black. Okay, that's a rook. And I may as well take here too. Let's go in with the knight. The knight is looking very nice over here. Okay, I'm not letting him take my rook. Move it up. I guess let's reroute over here. I would love to get a rook in next and then take a look at that pawn. Jake says, play the Gioco Piano game, Gioco Pianissimo, 4 Knights Italian variation opening. I could play it, but I don't really know it so well, so I probably won't play it anytime soon. I like to stick to what I know. Now we're putting some pressure on this D pawn. We'll play some other day, that's fine. If you want to just do exclamation mark leave in the queue, that would be appreciated. Otherwise, I'll skip you when it's your turn. Not a problem at all. Past 3 a.m. in India. Wow, what are you doing up so late? Go get some rest. Let's double up over here. Thanks. Okay, let's take. And we go over. I want to say here. Threaten that. That has to be good for me. Now it's time to push. Okay, we get that. Now we're going to hit a lot of pieces. There is a double pin kind of going on here. So much pressure going down over here. That's a free rook. Protected by this one. Nothing much. Was streaming chess, recorded a video, and I was going to sleep because I need to reach office on time. Ooh, you stream chess. That is very cool. This is his channel, guys. This is Mrinal Shah. I'm going to click on subscribe. I don't see any videos, but maybe you subscribe somewhere else. Is that Gukesh? Are you standing next to Gukesh? That is so cool. Oh, it isn't you? Oh. I thought it was. You could have played the part. You could have said, yeah, man, I played Gukesh in a simul. Alright, I want to put my knight down here and start trading material. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice move. I guess we'll go here. Give my knight an escape. These 2 rooks are pretty nice, but right now they're not doing a whole lot. But the fact that I have them is very nice. Okay, time to go here. Let's do this. I think it would make sense for me to give up the exchange just to Quest, I think you're in the queue. I was supposed to close the queue. I don't think we're going to play Quest if you weren't in the queue before. All right, let's go here. All right, queue is now closed. Oof, I missed a good move. Whoa, what happened here? That's a really nice move. Removing the defender of the rook. But okay, the game goes on. He takes the rook. I still have a rook. I'm still up the exchange and should be better, in theory. Let's go here. And here. We take. And this is going to be crazy, guys, but I'm going to sacrifice my other rook because I have an outside passed pawn. And I'm going to play this pawn endgame. I think I got this in the bag. I'm just going to bully my opponent right now. He's going to be stuck to this like glue. While I run this way. If he wants to come here, I'll come here. Okay, very nice, but now what are you doing? Let's go here. Sacrificing the rook in that position was a baller move, guys. But yeah, this is hopeless now for my opponent. Jake, I'm not going to play the Joko piano. Now we push, 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 push. And now there's going to be a red carpet for this pawn. Nothing black can do. No stalemate tricks either. Queen. Just keep the queen and knight square away from the king. No stalemates. Just a knight square away. And now, once the king is on the edge, that's where we bring in our king like this, and then deliver a mate. No stalemates. Checkmate soon to follow on the next move. We have resignation. All right, let's see who is next. Our games are always going to be 3 minutes now. 3-0. Vardit, what is your chess.com username? Might have put it already, but there was a lot going on in the chat. Okay, you sent me a challenge. I'll just take it. Thank you for doing that. Okay, good luck, Mr. Vardit. We'll play a Caro-Kann. A hillbilly attack. I don't like this for white because it gives the initiative back to black. Okay, development. Normal developing moves. We'll go here. And here. White is playing pretty fast. I'm trying to keep up with white, but he's just too fast. Let's take with the bishop. And then we come here. What is this bishop doing now? Time for white to think. Let's go here with this other rook to get out of the pin. Then maybe I'm going to threaten this. That's a nice looking move. Looking at the queen, looking at the bishop, looking at this pawn. I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning out of the opening, guys. Well, not really the opening, but it's the middle game. That's what happens when you play too fast. You blunder. All right, I can take my pick here. Do I go for the fork? Do I go for the free knight? Or do I go for winning that? Hard to say. I think I'm going to go for this. Free knight. Because I'm still threatening this. And I'm threatening the bishop. Okay. Let's take. And we play this. If the queen moves, I'm going to protect. Okay. I think we protect this way. Let's go here. I think this is good for me. Now I'm on the knight. And I have a battery forming for this rook. Let's grab this first with check. We must address it, and then we grab that. And now we're up a full rook. All right. Let's go here. Rook c2. Putting some nice pressure on that second row. I just need to watch my back rank, but I don't see the queen coming to my back row anytime soon. This is a free queen. What's up, quest first? This is going to be a checkmate very, very soon. Maybe I'll prepare it with like pawn to h5 or something like that, but okay, Vardit, good game. Wow, this was a rated game. If I would have lost, I would have lost 16 rating points. Chess Freaks, this is, oh, that's M. Rinal, and yeah, that was Gukesh. Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right, let's see who's next. Next we have, who's next? Jason Meeks. Jason, are you here? If you are, let me know your username in chess.com. Meeks2248. All right. Let's get a game. You're at work? Nice. Just remember to close the tab when the boss shows up. We're going to play a 3-minute game. All right, good luck, Meeks. Nice sideways pawn. All right, we have d4, d5. Nobody's trying to play a Queen's Gambit against me. It's all been this London system stuff. Okay, against the London system, we always try to challenge that bishop. That's our plan. And then create a pawn break at e5 at some point. And we can prepare it by like moving our knight here, putting a rook over here. It's a nice strategy against the London system. Castle. And we play like normal. Let's go here. Bring in this queen, bring in this knight. See what he's got. All right, he sinks a knight down into e5. Let's go here and challenge that knight. Let's go here. If I take, knight takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. Hold on a second. This. Nope, not good enough. So I need to be a little bit creative and reroute my pieces. I'm going to start with moving the rook like that. I'm going to go knight here, knight there, and push. This is advanced stuff. Okay, interesting. Because now if I go knight here, then this will hurt my pawns. But that does drop a defender of this knight, so now I could take it. So after this, like I have enough pieces to be fine. Let's take first. Let's take this way. I think I'm all right with that. We'll take here. I think the move order was wrong for white. I think he first should have took this way. Now I can recapture it with my queen. Do I have any FIDE rating? No, I don't. Just United States Chess Federation. But I like that I was able to achieve this out of the opening. This is a very nice position for me. Let's go in here now with the knight. I think that's logical. Maybe play like f5. Rook f8. Not sure. USCF. I think I'm 1730. USCF. It's decent. All right, the pawn is coming in. My queen is under attack. Let's go here. No, let's go here. Otherwise, this pin could have been exploited. If you would have took, my queen would have dropped. But now the queen is out of range of this queen. What is the best opening? The best opening is e4. But you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. Like, best opening against e4, best opening for black, like for white. Like, be a little bit more specific, and I'd be able to help you out a little bit more. All right, we have castles. I'm going to go here. I could also push at some point and expose this bishop on the queen. Could be an idea. You know what? Let's do it. That looks fun. See if he doesn't see it. Even if he does, it's fine for me because I'm going to open things up. For white, e4. e4 is the best. Let's go here. Take that pawn. Take this pawn too. Check. Free pawn. And we win on time. Good game. Vienna. Vienna is nice. I think Levi Rosman, Gotham Chess, recommends the Vienna a lot. That's a good one too. Next up, we have Arabsky. Arabsky or Notorious Seeker. Okay, I'm going to challenge you. 3-minute game. Good luck. Have I met Levi? No, I have not. We're both from New York, though. We've both played in the same place, in that Madison Square Garden, where all the chess hustlers play. I've played a handful of them there. Lots of fun. Mr. Notorious Seeker, waiting for you to accept. Good game I had. You're stream blocking. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you turned off my stream during the game? Because I don't care. There's no delay. All right, here we go. Oh, the board on your phone? Oh, I see. Jason, if you want to look after, you could always look at the recording. It'll post on my YouTube channel, and you could watch. Look for when I'm playing you, and then you can learn. You'll hear my thoughts. Okay, we have a Caro-Kann 2 knights attack. It's the opening I play as white against the Caro-Kann. Do I stream daily? I can't commit to streaming daily. That's too much of a commitment. Okay, queen here. Let's go here and castle. Guys, is the stream muting and lagging for anyone else or just Quest verse? You can let me know, that'd be great. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's go with this. And then try for that and win the queen. I don't think white's gonna fall for it. All good? Okay, good. White fell for it. Okay, check. And now I'm on the queen. How often do you stream? Whenever I feel like it. Lately, it's been once a day, but I can't make that kind of commitment. I think I'm winning a queen here, guys. Let's take the queen. And back up my bishop over here. Time to develop. Let's bring out my other bishop. Bring out my knight. We take. Bring it out. Maybe over here. Yep. I might move my queen to a5. Get a little bit closer to the king. Let's do it. Threaten that. I don't have a standard FIDE rating. I just have a USCF. Okay, free pawn. Now I'm on this one. It's like free cheese, and the rat goes to take it. Hopefully there's no trap here. I don't think there is. There's that. I'm gonna take another free pawn. I'm on this. This position is collapsing right before our eyes. This rook is pinned right now. Maybe I'll put a bishop over here. Then I can move my queen, and then the rook is jammed. It's like glued, it's stuck. It wouldn't be able to block. That's a good move. Let's start pushing this pawn. Passed pawns are meant to be pushed. Arabsky says bruh in the chat. Maybe he's a little frustrated about this position. It's very hard to defend. Let's go here. This could be a little annoying, but I can just move my queen and I'm fine. All right, we move the queen. We're good. Nothing to worry about. That's a free rook. Let's go here. What on earth is he doing? Okay, let's grab this guy. Okay, we'll go here. Take the rook. Push. Another queen. Boom. This is going to be lights out very soon. There we go. Good game, Mr. Arabsky. Yeah, I'm not a FIDE. I am a FIDE member, and I played in a FIDE tournament before, but I did so bad I didn't get a rating. So I technically have one. Quest verse. It's our last game of the day. I think you're not even that good at chess, if I remember that username correctly. Challenge sent. Okay, here we go. We got black. Gotta make a move. Okay, here we go. Let's do our last game with Caro-Kann. The trusty Caro-Kann. C6, pawn to d5, no matter what. White could do anything, and I'm going to play this next. There's a whole bunch of things that white can do now. White could push. White could have took. White could have protected. He pushes. The normal move is to move the bishop to f5. I'm going to play a sideline, which is pawn to c5, which is known as the Botvinnik-Karls defense. After pawn takes, it looks like I'm just losing a pawn, but I'm going to get that pawn back. You're an international master. Oh my god. That's incredible. I'm honored to have you here in my stream. What is your rating, if I may ask? Okay, this pawn is protecting. But I think now I can take this pawn, because the knight can't take it, because that'll expose the queen. Oof. This is a check. I'm not in danger quite yet. Let me go here. If pawn pushes, I'm going to take the knight. Okay, this is scary. Let's go here. We take... Wow, that's incredible. We have a 2477. I just lost. I'm dead lost here out of the opening. I blundered my queen. Wow. I need to study my openings because I just lost out of the opening. Very, very good. My opponent definitely booked up for me. Oh, I'm in check. Guys, this is a disaster. I'm just getting wrecked. What on earth is going on? How did I let this happen? Oh my god. There's nothing that that I can do here to stop this checkmate. Wow. There's this, but the bishop just takes it. That's terrible. The bishop will just take it. I was hoping for a cheap shot. This was a disaster. Oh my god. Wow, what could I have done differently? Let me review this game. I got absolutely destroyed. Wow, my opponent, guys, played at an incredible accuracy, 99.2. Basically all perfect computer moves the whole game. So he must have studied this opening very, very deep. And I want to learn from this because we got 3 great moves to look at. All right, we have a Caro-Kann. Advanced variation. This. That move I wasn't so familiar with, but I just... Yeah, I guess taking for me, I went wrong here. Yeah, playing good, but many blunders mistake. Yeah, this was a blunder because of this. This queen a4 I didn't see. I did not see this move. And now there's just way too much pressure going on. And then, yeah, I just lost out of the opening. Wow. That was incredible. Good job. Not even that good at chess. I got spanked. That's it for my cue, but Mr. International Master, I would like to extend you a game. Would you like to play me in chess.com? If so, let me know your username and I'll send you a challenge. Just let me know. It is an honor to have an international master in the chat. 2100 is crazy. Yeah, this guy here, not even that good at chess. He played this like a grandmaster. Incredible game. This was very nice. Alrighty, everybody. It doesn't seem like the 2477 wants to play me. So, with that said, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you all so much for joining, and I hope you have a nice rest of your evening, or day, or night, or wherever you are. Take care for now, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for next time. See ya.